The name of our project is SkillCourt Backend. The members of the team are Gomi and Jaime Boras as clients and advisors, and also Mati Santiago and me, Andy Martinez, as developers. So, traditionally, the way in which athletes train is they practice a set of routines, the coach watches and decides what needs to be improved. However, there are a set of problems with uh, this way. First of all, there is only one coach and there are many athletes, so it's hard for the coach to keep track of all the athletes. And also, it's really since the suggestions given by the coach depends on his perception. Sometimes they are not really accurate. So what we are trying to do is to develop a system that will be interacting with the athletes in a one-to-one manner, so that they can practice their skills, improve them, and get reports of how they have been improving over time. So our system consists of a website and a mobile device, which can both update and get information from a database. The website is mainly for both the player and the coach to access their information and also update uh, information about their profiles and the routines they want to play. The mobile device, in addition to allow the player to access this information and also create an account, enter as a guest, also allows the player to interact with the skill code room. A skill code room is nothing else than any room that has a set of skill code pads. Skill code pads are 1 feet by 1 feet that can illuminate in different colors and also have sensors so that they can detect the heat of the ball. So this is how we divide our work during the semester. Pretty much it was divided into sprint. At the beginning of every sprint, the team decides what needs to be done, and then at the end of every sprint, we decide if what we said that we were going to get done was completed. Okay, this is our use case diagram. As you can see, the coach can interact with the website and the player can interact with both the website and the mobile application. Pretty much, you can see that in the mobile application there are multiple use cases, like for example, login, create account, but especially you can see that there is also connect to pads and play a series of routines on the that you can those routines you can select them on the mobile device and you can play them on the simulator. So the first use case that I will be talking about is connect to pads. Pretty much this use case allow the user to connect to the skill code room so that he can play a specific routine. The connection happens via Bluetooth. The way in which the connection is gonna work, he's gonna select a pad via Bluetooth, and then that pad that he selects is gonna be called the master pad, and then that pad is gonna be giving orders to all the other pads based on the routine that the user selects. Okay, as you can see, the actor for this use case is the player. Pretty much he has to be logged in or enter as a guest, and then he will be scanning for the pads and selecting a pad to connect to, and pretty much after the use case is done, he will be connected to the skill code room. Here's a sequence diagram for connect to pads. Pretty much as you can see, the user will first press search for pads. This is he will be shown a list of available Bluetooth signals. He will select the one he wants, and if that is a skill core pad, then at the end pretty much he will be notified that it was successfully connected. As you can see, this is the model view controller. You can see the model view controller pattern in here, and the interaction of the player with the system. Here is ISO performance statistics, which is another use case. In ISO performance statistics, pretty much the system allows the user to access his performances from previous times that he has been playing with SkillCourt. Pretty much his performance consists of metrics like force, speed, and accuracy. So this is the use case. In the use case, you can see that the actor again is the player. So the objective of the player is to access his performance statistics. So pretty much he has to be logged in. He cannot be entered as a guest. Once he logs in as a precondition and he enters his credentials, then when he presses access statistics, then the system will provide him with a list of statistics about his performances. This is a sequence diagram, again showing the model view controller and the interaction of the player with the system. And it will start when the user presses view stats, and then he will be able to see his statistics and also graphs about his statistics. So the design patterns that we used were the 3-tier and the model view controller. The 3-tier we used it in order to be able to access the database, in order to allow different users in the presentation tier. We have the coach and we have the player. And the model view controller pretty much was used as the nature, since it follows pretty much the nature of the Android application and also of the website. The view of the activity, the model which contains information, and the controller which provides the logic of the application. For software and hardware, pretty much you need an Android device with Bluetooth capabilities. Also an Arduino microcontroller, which pretty much will be running the code of the pad, the individual pad. Also computer if you want to access the website. For software, we will need software like processing, which is the one used to implement the simulator, and also Android Studio. So this is how our database, our persistent data is looks like. Pretty much we have a coach, a player, user. We have performance statistics, and we have routines. For security and privacy, pretty much we have in the application we have a guest and a player. If you enter as a guest, you will not be able to access any information of any user. You will just be able to play, and you will not be recording any information. If you enter as a player, you will be able to once you enter your credentials, you'll be able to play, and then your credentials will be your performance will be saved in the database under your credentials. In the website, pretty much you can access as players, as coach. If you enter as a player, you'll be able to see your stats. If you enter as a coach, you'll be able to see all your players' stats. Here's our class diagram, again showing the model view controller pattern. You can see on the top right is the connect to pads use case that I was talking about. Okay, one of the algorithms that was used in this use case called connect to pads that I was talking about is the three-way handshake. Pretty much it happens when we're trying to establish the connection between the mobile device and the microcontroller. What happens is that first the mobile device sends a signal, a piece of information. He's waiting, expecting to get it back. Once he gets it back, he sends it again, and once that entire procedure happens, pretty much the connection is established. For the test case in connect to pads, pretty much the main two test cases were first, I wanted to be sure that the user was capable of connecting to a SkillCourt pad, so that if he was trying to establish a connection with something that was a SkillCourt pad, he could establish that connection with our microcontroller. And this when we tested this test case, it passed, and so it was able to establish the connection. And also wanted to make sure that if the user was trying to connect to something that was not a SkillCourt pad, pretty much the device doesn't crash. It just alerts the user that is not a SkillCourt pad. So this use case was also passed as expected. Pretty much when the user tries to connect to something else, to a keyboard or to another phone, after 10 seconds of waiting for the three-way handshake, the device just says that that's not a SkillCourt pad. Now I'm gonna do a demo. It would require a camera, a live camera. So I'm going to be doing a demo of SkillCourt backend, connect to paths, and access performance statistics. As you can see, here is one of the SkillCourt paths running, and here is the rest of the SkillCourt paths which are being simulated, and they are connected via USB serial port. First thing, we have to go to a mobile application. We can either choose enter as a guest or login. I'm gonna enter as a guest. Continue. Once you enter as a guest, you can scan for paths. As you can see, here is the option of one of the Bluetooth signals in the room, which is actually the SkillCourt path running. I'm gonna select it. It's trying to send a signal. As you can see, it is the color of the LED just changed, which means that the connection was established. Also, you can see that in the phone, it's saying that you are connected to that mode device. So pretty much you are now able to start playing any of the routines that is available as part of the SkillCourt routines, because the connection is already established. So I'm going to be showing now how can the user access his performance statistics. First step, he has to log in. Okay, he already logged in, so pretty much he just has to press view stats. Once he presses view stats, he's getting a result showing all his best scores right now. So his best accuracy, his best force, and once he hits any of them, he's capable of seeing a line graph showing how he has been performing. And if he clicks any of them 2 times, the second time, he gets it as a set of points. So pretty much this concludes access performance statistics.